안녕하세요 여러분 and welcome to the lesson 33 of Hello Korean. In this lesson, we are going to learn a new grammar that is asa also, which is extensively used in daily life. Grammar asa also is used for connecting two closely related actions in a sequence, means in a time sequence. Now, have a look here. A person is going to the park. There will be some time required to reach the park. Next, this person reached the park, and after reaching, he does exercise in the park. So here two actions are connected in a time sequence. The first action, going to the park, and the second action is doing exercise in the park. We can combine these two actions with grammar asa, also, as these are sequenced with respect to the time. How? See here. Grammar asa also is there. 저는 공원에 가서 운동을 합니다. 저는 공원에 가서 운동을 합니다. Meaning is, first I go to the park and then do exercise over there. Next. Now let's understand the meaning as usage of this grammar in more detail. First, it connects two closely, logically related actions in a sequence. But the point which we have to memorize is, the second action can only occur when the first action is completed, or the first action must affect the second action closely. Next, similar English meaning of this grammar is and or in order to. The first action is in the first part of the sentence and the second action is in the second part of the sentence. Before proceeding further, please see this. First action and second actions are closely connected. Both the actions are closely connected and first action again and again. Let's understand this point very carefully. First action must be completed before the second action. Now let's see the first example. The first action is 저는 공원에 갑니다. And the second action is 운동을 합니다. This means first I go to the park and then do exercise. As these two actions are connected with each other, we can combine them with the grammar asa, also. And then it will be 저는 공원에 가서 운동을 합니다. 다시 한번, one more time. 저는 공원에 가서 운동을 합니다. We hope now this grammar is clear to understand. Let's see the second example. 수르 씨는 친구를 만나다 or 만납니다. And the second action is 영화를 봤습니다. This means first Mr. Suraj is meeting a friend and then they watched a movie together. We can combine these two actions with the grammar asa also, because these two actions are they are sequenced in a time. And then after using the grammar asa also for combining these two sentences, the sentence will become 수르 씨는 친구를 만나서 영화를 봤습니다. Please repeat with me once. Say, 수르 씨는 친구를 만나서 영화를 봤습니다. Now let's learn the grammar rules. It can be combined only with the action verbs. Next, now let's see the conjugation rule. If the end vowel is a or o, we have to add aso. See here, number 1, khada will be khaso. Number 2, nolda will be noraso. Number 3, oda will be baso. Second category, if the end vowel is except a or o, we have to add aso. Number 4, mokta will be mogoso. Number 5, mashida will be mashoso. And number 6, dutta will be turoso. Third category is with the hada verbs. In this, remove hada and add heso. So khumbu hada, number 7, khumbu heso. Number 8, undong hada, undong heso. Number 9, iyagi hada, iyagi heso. For more details about conjugation, please see lesson 32. Next. Now let's move to one of the most important point for using this grammar, means restrictions. A deep and clear understanding of the restrictions is a precondition to use this grammar correctly in a sentence. So restrictions are first, tense markers. See number 1, it cannot be combined with the at or het past tense markers. See one sentence, 어제 콩반에 갔사서. 어제 콩반에 갔사서 운동을 합니다. In this sentence, past tense is being conjugated with aso, also, which is wrong. How we can make this sentence correct? We can shift the past tense marker at the end of the sentence. Then it will become 어제 공반에 가서 운동을 했습니다. Like this. See carefully. Please never conjugate, combine past tense particles with the action verb where you are adding grammar aso, also. Clear, 여러분? Let's move to the next. It cannot be combined with future tense or supposition particle, that is get. 주말에 친구를 만나겠어서 영화를 봐요. This sentence is again wrong. Why? Here also grammar, in the same vocabulary we can find the get future tense marker. We can make this sentence correct by shifting the future tense marker to the end of the sentence, like this. See here. 주말에 친구를 만나서 영화를 보겠습니다. So please memorize, never add at, ought, hath and get with the also grammar. Next. The subject of the first and the second part of the sentence must be same. How? See this sentence. 수진 씨가 홍원에 가서 민수 씨가 운동했어요. In this sentence, subject 1 is Sujin and subject 2 is Minsu. These types of sentences are totally wrong with this grammar if the subject is different. How we can make this sentence correct? Yes, by changing it, the Sujin she subject must be same. So, 수진 씨가 공원에 가서 수진 씨가 운동했습니다. Again, 수진 씨가 공원에 가서 민수가 운동했습니다. This sentence is wrong. Why? Subject 1 and subject 2 are different. Let's make it correct. See number 2. 수진 씨가 공원에 가서 운동했습니다. Yes. 수진 she in the second subject is understood. We cannot change the subject of the sentence. Next, this is for the reference. The subject is often omitted in the second part of the sentence as it's understood. So no need to write as 수진 씨가 공원에 가서 수진 씨가 운동했습니다. We can simply write 수진 씨가 공원에 가서 운동했습니다. Are you getting the point? Because it is understood in both the action, subject is same. Now let's have a look at few more sentences. Number 1. 저는 시장에 가서 빵을 삽니다. Number 2. 민수가 피자를 만들어서 먹었습니다. Number 3. 유키 씨, 이 의자에 앉아서 기다리세요. So please see these three sentences, how the asa also has been used. And now it's time to practice with daily life practical sentences. See number 1. 오늘 저녁에 뭐 할 거예요? 오늘 저녁에 뭐 할 거예요? 수영장에 가서 수영을 할 거예요. Number 2. 친구를 만나서 보통 뭐 해요? 친구를 만나서 보통 이야기해요. Number 3. 뉴델리 카페가 어디에 있어요? 다음 역에 내려서 왼쪽으로 가세요. All these three sentences, example sentences, are connected with respect to time. Now let's do one exercise activity. Please pause the screen first. Don't move it, Yorobun, and listen the instructions. Take time and check each sentence carefully and find out which sentences are right and which are wrong. The things which you have to taken care: first, subject of the sentence and the conjugation of tense markers. Okay, you can find it now. I'm waiting a moment. You need more time? Okay, you can take more time. So if you are able to find the answers, now you can say you are expert in this grammar. Here are the answers. Number 1 is correct. Number 2 and number 3, they are wrong sentences. Can you find out why? 네, 잘했어요. In number 2, subject is different, and in number 3, past tense is conjugated with asa, also. 잘했어요, 여러분? Now it's time to wrap up this lesson. Grammar asa, also, when it is used to mention the sequence of the action. Number 1, it connects two closely logically related actions in a sequence. Number 2, the second action can only occur when the first action is completed, or the first action must affect the second action closely. Number 3, the subject can be omitted in the second part of the sentence as it's understood. Next, similar English meaning and or in order to. Restrictions: subject of the first and the second part of the sentence must be same. Past tense and the future tense markers cannot be combined. In the next lesson, we are going to learn the grammar a, o, ya, hada, It expresses the situation where we must have to do something, have to do, must to do. And if you want to know more and more about Korean language and culture, please go to the home page and SNS of the Korean Culture Center India. You will find lots of information of language and cultural classes, Samulnori classes, K-pop, and you can join them also. So, 감사합니다, 여러분. 안녕히 계십시오. 다음에 뵐게요.